Hey there, Patrick. It is Jay here at Rorick Mazda. So just remember, judgment-free zone, because I'm never going to win an award for making great videos or filming or acting or whatnot. But I just thought that this might be the most beneficial, is just making you a video of a select level, so that way you can actually see everything that you do get with the trim. And especially as you're kind of continuing research and such, you might look over this and say, great, it has all of the features that we're looking for, or you might be looking at this video and say, you know what, we missed a couple and may have to consider another trim. Now, I will say, in terms of popularity, the Select is pretty great value for everything that you do get. So kind of diving in, safety is always at the forefront for Mazda. So their headlights are going to be full LED. Best way that I can describe LED lights, you are going to get an occasional flash or two of someone thinking you're just the asshole with the high beams on all the time. It's just how bright they are. Now, this emblem up here in the front is fake. And then you'll also see a camera on top of the windshield. And that's because they work together for all of your safety features. So things like all of your adaptive cruise control, your pedestrian cyclist detection, all of your collision emergency avoidance systems, even down to things like the lane keeping assist, which can help keep you in the lane, and so forth, are all going to be there. Stop and go is also another standard feature, which means the vehicle does have the ability to drive itself in stop and go traffic. You have a 17-inch silver finished alloy wheel. If you're wondering what this little black button is, it's just for the advance key. So as long as the key is in your pocket or bag or whatnot, you just walk up, you can press that to lock or unlock the car. Going along to the rear here, you're going to have the same LED tail lights carry through. Shark fin antenna and rear lip spoiler are standard. And then you will see the dual exhaust pipes as all of these run their 2.5 Sky Active 4. And then AWD is going to be stamped and standard. So all-wheel drive is standard on all of our vehicles. Now, in terms of trunk space, I will say the Cx-5 is definitely going to be adequate, especially coming out of a GLA. This is going to be more in line with, it's a little bit weird, because if you're familiar with Mercedes lineup, their GLB is actually pretty big, and their GLC is technically what this would compete with, though this is a bit smaller than their GLC. It's kind of almost between like a GLA, GLC. So trunk space definitely adequate. You have the quick latches that you can pull to get those seats down in a hurry. I call them the Costco latches. Now, if we open up the rear seat, just for sort of amenities, if you do have sort of kids or pets or whatnot, standard rear climate system. If I fold down this armrest here, not only cup holders, but they did hide 2 USB ports in there, so that way you have the ability to charge for, I guess, people in the back seat. Now, in terms of dash design, this is actually going to be pretty familiar with what the GLA is, simply because Mazda, even though they're a Japanese brand, they are very much trying to emulate the Germans. So everything is going to be very clean, horizontal. You have your large screen that sits up on top of the dash, and then everything is going to be controlled via a rotary dial. Kind of more BMW iDrive, but Mercedes MB Connect or even Audi's MMI system is very similar. You'll see some brushed aluminum as well as some accented stitching along the doors. Seating-wise are very interesting. Mazda calls these their sport seats. So you kind of have about 70% leather and kind of like a faux micro suede down the center, which is stain resistant. And then it is going to be manual adjustments for the passenger. And I'll walk over here to the driver's side because it is going to be power adjustments on the driver's side here. Now, in terms of speaker-wise, so Mazda's standard stereo system is produced by Pioneer, so you have some tweeters up in the windshield pillar, dual climate system, and then you will see the front seats are heated. Just kind of turning on the electronics here, you'll see that this is going to be your main screen. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and so is connected services. So there's an app that you download on your cell phone, and it will allow you to remote start the car. You can lock or unlock the doors from your cell phone. If I shift into reverse, you are going to have your standard backup camera and then a little LCD screen display over here in your gauges. Oops, I didn't mean to start it, but you know, oh wow. And then last, I did forget, you do have your blind spot monitoring system standard also. There are going to be indicators that light up in each side mirror. Those will let you know if someone's kind of running alongside of the car. What I think I like most about that system is if you happen to be part of the 2% of Pittsburgh that knows how to use their turn signal, then what happens is if you ever put on a turn signal and it beeps at you, it's saying that, hey, you absolutely cannot do that or you will cause an accident. But again, there's more features that I could go over. I simply just wanted to do a little overview to get you a bit more familiarized with this trim. But I do appreciate the opportunity, Pat, and I'm going to go ahead and upload this video and send you over some pricing details and information. Thanks again.